And we are rolling. Okay, cool. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast that is slightly off. And I am your host, Mikey, and that is your other host, Sam, over waving at you right now.
Hi.
How's it going, Sam?
Man, I'm good. I'm really good. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm ready.
Refreshed.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, no, honestly, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. All right. I
How are
mean,
you?
I'm feeling good. I'm doing good too. I've been
Sweet.
watching a lot. I mean, that hasn't changed since the past few episodes.
Yeah, right.
But
What else do we
in
do?
terms of anything new, haven't seen anything new this year.
Really?
Yeah, no, I still haven't seen Madam Web. I would like to, but that's
I'm
also
skipping
going.
it.
Yeah, that's also going out of my way to watch Madam Web, a movie that anybody
Yeah.
who like sees any like any movie will say like, yeah, this is the worst thing of the year,
Yeah,
even
right.
though even though I've also heard it's also incredibly funny.
Real Oh, like non-purposefully.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like from what I've heard, especially in just like in terms of just like dialogue, editing, sound,
Yeah.
just every possible way this movie could just fuck up.
Yeah. And it bleeds through to the trailer too, because the trailer is not good at
Oh
all.
yeah, no, the trailer looks awful, and it's also always funny to see, like following the few like comic book nerd people I follow,
Yeah.
just cause I know them in real life too. It just hearing them talk about like how they're so disappointed in Sony, how these movies need to be better, like they ever expected them to be good in the first place.
Right.
It's always funny,
Right.
like if they would just sit down and watch a normal movie instead of only
Uh,
only watching the superhero stuff.
Yeah, from the early 2000s it seems like because it's digressing back to like Morbius felt like it was an early 2000s
Yeah.
like Daredevil-esque superhero movie,
Mm-hmm.
but still like worse, obviously. Daredevil's cool.
Daredevil's funny.
Colin
You know,
Farrell as Bullseye,
he's got
sick as
he's
fuck.
got snakes in his jacket. Every time he flips his jacket, you hear like a rattlesnake.
Yeah,
He's got a bullseye on his forehead because his name's Bullseye, and he points to it.
that's sick.
Yeah, no, that's badass.
When that movie came out and I was a child, I was like really at the age where Daredevil's gonna be the coolest thing for me. I had a birthday party and I took all my friends to that movie. So that's pretty sick.
I was not old
Pretty sick.
enough. I was not old enough to watch it. By the time I watched it, I knew it was going to be bad, and it was bad. But I was laughing my ass off to it. And then I tried watching Elektra, which is the spin-off movie they tried to do with Jennifer Garner.
Yep.
That was just a piece of shit.
Yep, right.
That movie was
How
so
could it
fucking
not be?
boring. And just
I feel like I wonder what if we went back in the history of comic book movies, what like side character movies are actually good. You know what I mean? Like,
there's very
because
few of
like
them.
there seems like it, and it goes back to I mean, Electra, Catwoman, all those movies, those were all terrible.
Hmm.
Um, like why do they keep doing it?
I
Hmm? Hmm?
they thought they'd finally have a hit. I mean, like I think it stems back from like Marvel like comics just like
Mm,
damn near going bankrupt, like in like the late '80s, '90s, and just having
yeah,
to like sell IP to studios just so they'd stay afloat. And
yeah.
then and
Look at them
then
now.
yeah, all these movie studios just having these rights to these characters, and just like they have to use them or they have to give them back.
Yeah, so
So they
stupid.
like they'll just like pump something out. Hopefully it'll make enough money, but they always end up dog shit. Except for like the Raimi trilogy.
Yeah.
I think that was the only in terms of like the Marvel movies. It was only like the Raimi trilogy that was ever good
Yeah, I
by
mean, I
any
have soft
metric.
spots for a couple of them because I think they came out at the right time for me. Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer both are like I watched the shit out of them on a portable DVD player that I owned in 2005, oh
Yeah.
five. Like, goddamn. Uh, so I don't know. I have a soft spot. Like, I bet Rise of the Silver Surfer is a terrible movie. I haven't seen it in years, but it was like, it was my favorite. And I was a nerd, so I was like, oh, Silver Surfer? Like, yeah, he's like in the comics. Like, you guys wouldn't know. You guys, you normies, like I know Silver Surfer. I was
Yeah,
probably, a little pompous 10th grader or something. I don't know. But goddamn, did I love it at the
yeah.
time.
People love them now, even though again, like I'm sure if like you actually sit down and watch them, they're not good. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
especially
like I'm,
today's standards.
yeah, you'd be hard pressed to see me just like casually putting on those Fantastic Four movies,
True.
especially since I'm going like I've got so many other like film projects like I'm working through. Like I'm like watching all of Steven Spielberg's movies.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, those are good movies. Fantastic
Uh,
Four, any of them? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
There's
know.
like three of those movies now, isn't
There's
there?
like four of them. There's one that in 1994 that never got theatrically released.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
pretty cheesy, you know, but it's free on YouTube, so you're only wasting your time.
Yeah.
And then there's the two from 2005 and 2007,
Yes.
the classics. I think they're now
And
called.
then the train wreck.
Yeah, which
That was one of the first like big like studio involved bombs that I remember from like
yeah.
superhero shit. Like maybe it's not the first one, but it's memorably a very early one
No, that was like
where
yeah.
studios like very made a shitty movie. Like it was like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
Where pieces did not connect because this movie doesn't feel like a coherent thing.
It really doesn't. No, I watched that movie like at this point it's been like a good couple years, but
Yeah.
when I
Yeah,
watched it
I
I was
don't.
like there's like the first act is 45 minutes long. And it's a pretty solid sci-fi movie for those first 45 minutes when they're not doing any superhero cape shit.
Yep.
You know, when they're doing the science and not getting their powers. And then the
Yep.
30 minutes that follow when they do get their powers, it's like some fucked up body horror nightmare movie.
Yeah.
You know, like Reed Richards is freaking out, like, oh, my limbs are all stretched out. My friend's a pile of rocks. What are we doing? And then it hard cuts to being just a normal superhero movie. And
Yeah,
Doctor Doom
really.
is introduced 10 minutes from the ending.
Yep.
And then they fight him, and then he loses, and that's the movie. It's fantastic. We're the Fantastic Four.
They
And
did announce another one, I think, just recently, like a week or two ago, maybe.
yeah, no, that's the MCU's Fantastic Four. They just announced the cast
Yeah,
for that. They got the kid from the latest season of Stranger Things.
that's right.
They got Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby, and then
Mm.
the other guy, the guy playing the Thing. I think he's on the Bear.
Mm.
That's where people know him a lot.
Yeah. Um, that could be cool. I don't know. Whatever. I'll give him a
Yeah,
shot. I
I
like Vanessa
mean,
Kirby a lot.
the director they got did WandaVision, which for the first like 7 episodes is really good until they did a Marvel movie finale, but
True, true.
that was Kevin Feige taking over.
Man, maybe we shouldn't have so much faith in that man.
Nah, that dude's like all over the place. He wants to. Anytime he has to talk to Sony, he wants to kill himself.
Yeah.
Like the
He's
dude's
not
not
putting any
having.
effort.
Yeah, he's not having fun trying to talk to Sony about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man.
the MCU's Fantastic Four. The director Matt Shackman, I think his name is
Mm.
Shatman, whatever. He's also a big director on Always Sunny. Like he's directed some of the
Oh,
better
yeah.
Always Sunny episodes. Yeah,
Interesting.
like you go through like some of the the ones he's directed. He's directed some of the huge hit
Yeah.
episodes. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm still like holding out excitement for it. Not that
Is
it's
he mostly a TV director?
he's done mostly TV,
Well, that's what
but
Madam Web was like too, I guess. This is her first feature film. She
yeah, but
did a bunch of like big TV.
Madam Web was also written by the same people who did like Gods of Egypt, the Power Rangers movie from 2017, and Morbius.
And Morbius, yeah.
So it's also just like a huge fault on like them hiring the
Gods of
worst writers.
Gods of Egypt. Which one is that? Ridley Scott?
No, that Ridley Scott did Exodus, Gods and
That's
Kings,
what it is.
which
Yeah, okay.
released
Okay.
around the same time. Gods of Egypt was, I think Gerard Butler, maybe he was in it, but I know it's got the guy from Game of Thrones, Nicholas. Cobblebobble Booble, the Kingslayer.
Oh. Ah. I have
I
no
don't.
idea. I've never seen it.
Okay.
I'm a movie guy, not a show guy. What is this? Actually, I did watch a show not too long ago. Have you seen Barry, the HBO show,
I haven't yet.
from
No.
Bill Hader?
No.
I liked it a lot. I recommend it. I recommend it. It's a good time.
Good time.
Uh, Movies in theaters. I haven't been to too many of them, but tomorrow, you want to go to Trilon and go see Long Day's Journey into Night? Because I was gonna, and now I'm considering not going. But if somebody else goes, I'll go.
I was
'Cause
gonna
this is-
I was gonna say I know enemy of the show shot me a text like, are you going to that? Because I know you and Sam were talking about it, and I was
yeah,
like, we talked about it. Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast, but have not mentioned it since. So
yeah.
probably not.
All right.
But
Yeah, it's a good one, but it's just another a movie I've seen. You know what I mean?
yeah, I haven't
Another
seen it.
time to be away from my dog.
Yeah, I haven't seen it myself, and yeah, it'll also be time away from my dog and my fiance because she'll be home
True.
for the
It's
night.
tough. It's
Yeah,
tough getting in movies in theaters sometimes, honestly.
yeah. But I
But
mean, I'll take not seeing the movie over being a bad fiance.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Have you been to the Heights Theater in Columbia Heights, Minnesota?
yeah. I've been there. I saw Interstellar there when they played that in 35.
Sick.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I just saw Zone of Interest there. They played it there for like 2 weeks, which is interesting. I'm glad they did because nowhere else was playing it. And that is such a beautiful theater. It's so
yeah.
cool.
No, it's real great. I had my
That
engagement photos taken there.
really
Yeah.
sick. I know you haven't seen the movie yet, but the very, very, very beginning, I guess, starts with um just music, black screen, just music. And I didn't know that, and I'm walking in like a little bit late, and it was like the most like surreal feeling because it was cool music. I mean, I don't know if it was nominated for any Oscars for music, but regardless, I mean, it should be. Um, man, I was walking into this dark ass theater. The chandeliers are lit like really dimly. Such a beautiful spot, but like I felt like otherworldly walking in and hearing this music and not knowing because I'd never been in there before. So my eyes are adjusting and
Okay.
I'm just like, yeah, it was. And then I sat and watched The Zone of Interest, which was interesting. It's a movie in itself.
Yeah.
But my God, what a cool theater! What a cool theater! I want to go back. I want to go to more fun theaters.
Yeah. No,
You
the
know,
Heights is an insane theater. It looks so nice,
it does.
inside and out. But Zone of Interest. I did hear about like the beginning, just being like blank screen, just music,
Hmm.
and like only that movie's just like kind of like indescribable in terms of just a movie. You can't
Yeah,
really think of it as like an actual like conventional movie just because.
certainly isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend, who's not hugely into like cinema by any means, she's been enjoying going to the theater and getting more into it with me,
Yeah.
but she's never been into it. So like that type of movie, she's like she was like, "What was this about?" It seems like it was about nothing. I'm like, yeah, a lot of the good ones are, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
You just gotta let it marinate. You're
yeah.
just
One thing,
hanging out with a Nazi
yeah,
family, and they live next to
yep.
Auschwitz, just totally okay with it. That's the movie.
Yep, literally 100%. It's just a bunch of them doing mundane shit while there's horrors going on next door.
Yeah,
That's it, basically. I mean,
that's it.
I
Yeah,
mean, to boil it down to that is a little bit reductive, but I mean, it's great. But there's a couple things in the movie, and I haven't seen many people talk about it, I mean, on like Letterboxd or much, but like, there's a couple moments, almost like transitionary scene moments more than anything, that feel so like otherworldly and like it'll like change. It'll change color aspect or like the tone will change or it'll and like that part with filmmaking wise, I think was the coolest parts of the movie.
okay.
They did some really interesting weirdo shit. So um But then the rest of it's just mundane,
Yeah.
old Nazi lifestyle,
Yeah, no,
raising your kids.
I'm definitely interested in seeing it. I'm just worried like the people I'll like end up seeing it with are gonna be like, "This is just boring fucking piece of shit," and I'm like trying to like watch it because when we did
Yeah,
the Oscar movies last year, we did Women Talking, which
loved women talking.
yeah, I thought that was a good movie, good bit of like, yeah, like it's just like usual Oscar bait fare, like nothing,
Yep.
like insanely good, but nothing like
Yeah, just a bunch of good performances, and
it's
that,
a
yeah,
performance movie, yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the whole time they're all just like dogging on the movie, and I'm just sitting there silent the whole time while they're just like,
yeah.
"Shut up! Oh my god, I hate women." And my fiance was getting in on it too, just because like she thought it was also just boring.
Yeah.
And then they look at me, she's like, "You're too quiet. What do you think?" And I just like, guys, I'm having a great time. I like this movie. They got mad at me, of
I
course,
I
but
respect women, and
I'm
especially
listen.
when they're talking.
Women
Yes,
talking means men listening.
I don't just hear them. I'm listening.
I'm listening. Yeah, that
I
was
guess
my
that's what makes me
yeah.
different.
But I mean, I'm still pumped to see Zone of Interest. I mean, I'm not pumped. I'm scared because I know it's
Yeah,
just going to be like an intense, just
yeah. I thought it was gonna be
hour
like
40
super
minutes.
sad, but it's not. It's
Yeah,
not like, I mean, obviously it is, but like there's no moment in it that has like some like emotional like crux over the movie or anything. It's
yeah.
it's just yeah.
It's not
Eh,
boy in the striped pajamas, but next door boy in the striped pajamas is happening.
yeah, yeah, true. Um, God, what else has been in theaters that I seen anything else in theaters?
I don't know because you don't update your letterbox.
Yeah, honestly, it's been dry for me over there. I need to do that because I've been watching movies. I've been rewatching a lot of movies. Watched War for the Planet of the Apes, classic. I don't know. There's a movie right now. Have you been to the Riverview Theater in Minneapolis?
No.
Okay, it's cool. It's a cool spot. Cheap movies, usually playing just almost out of run movies. So they were just playing Poor Things last week. They play like four movies a day, roughly. It seems like, and there's only one screen, so it's just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
But their slot this week, the 9-ish p.m. showing is All of Us Strangers. Have you heard of that?
I've heard about it. Yeah, Paul Mescal.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And that's the only theater around me
Boys kissing
showing it.
boys.
That's right, and we love him
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
I love him for that. Yeah, I want to see that. I don't. I've heard good things, but uh, that theater is cool. It is cool. So might check that one out in theaters.
I'll tell you what I've been watching. Besides Spielberg,
Mm,
um, I was like browsing Tubi, looking for something to watch on Tubi. There was this old Norm Macdonald movie called Dirty Work I wanted to check out, which I did
okay.
check out. Fucking funny movie, by the way. Dirty Work. It's on Tubi.
Okay.
Highly recommend. But as I was browsing Tubi, I discovered just what kind of library Tubi does have. And for those who don't use Tubi, go use Tubi. It's a free streaming service that just has ads, and they're all well placed ads. I've never had like a poorly placed, poorly timed ad break
Yeah.
while on Tubi. But I was browsing Tubi, and just trying to see what else they have, what else I can add to my list. And I come across a movie titled Johnny Skid Marks, and I just burst out laughing. It was
Did you
an,
watch it?
I did watch it immediately after Dirty Work.
Immediately.
And let me tell you, the title does not fucking live up to the movie. The movie does not live up to the title.
Oh, really?
I thought,
Bummer.
yeah, no, I thought it was gonna be like like skid marks. It's supposed to be about like racing or like street cars, like
Yeah.
Drive or something, because he's leaving skid marks behind. Or and he's got poopy underwear maybe, but no, it's about a crime scene photographer who like moonlights as like a shady, like I'm taking pictures of dudes cheating on their wives for blackmail money,
Cool. Cool.
and he takes a picture of the wrong guy, and now people are after him because he's mess with the wrong
Easy.
guy.
Easy premise. I like that.
Easy, solid enough, but the movie just has no personality behind it. It's
Bummer.
got Peter Gallagher, Frances McDormand hot off her fucking Fargo Oscar win, and John
Oh,
Lithgow, and Jack
okay.
Black in it too. It's from 98. 1998, it's got Jack Black in it.
Wow. That's a
And
pretty good cast.
yeah, no, you'd think that they'd pull something off, but
Johnny
no.
skid marks.
Yeah, Johnny skid marks, no good. Just pretty,
Who would have ever thought?
yeah, pretty tasteless stuff going on. It's just flavorless. It doesn't know if it wants to be like a De Palma thriller or a Coen caper,
It's
and
Johnny skid marks. It's neither.
it just tries to be neither of them. And
Man.
I watched this movie like a while ago, like 2 weeks ago. I watched this, right. I
Yeah.
am still the second most recent review on Letterboxd.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this movie has 326 people have like seen it on Letterboxd.
It doesn't
It's
seem like anybody's pushing it anymore.
no, and the only people watching it are people who think the title's really funny. And
Yeah,
then,
they're also just on the free Tubi.
yeah, I think it's yeah, no, it's only available to stream on Tubi, or you can pay $4 to watch it. But yeah, no.
Tubi's had a couple of our movies that we've had
I
spun
think
on the show.
yeah.
Yeah, Tubi is kind of coming up. They're not fucking around no
Suture,
more.
Ring Zero,
Yeah.
just those two. It was just those
Okay.
two. I
So,
mean, at least the ones I watched. I think King of New York.
one out of two. Oh yeah, I think King of New York was on there too.
Yeah, King of New York was on there. I just watched that on Prime Video.
Yeah, I watched it on something else too. So, you watched that movie, huh? Speaking of the movie,
Yeah, speaking of King of New York,
King of New York.
what did you?
That's the name
Yeah,
of the episode.
that's the name of the movie we watched for this week's episode. 1990's
Hell
King
yeah.
of New York, directed by Abel Ferreira.
Yeah.
What did you think about
It was good. It never really sunk its teeth into me, to be honest with you. I never really got too invested in it. Christopher Walken was great. Christopher Walken's fun. But like, I just watched The Godfather for the first time. I've seen Scarface. Like, there are better versions of this movie, but they don't have Christopher Walken. So there is that for
There's
this
that.
movie. But overall, like, it was like a great little gritty New York crime boss-esque movie, but nothing really that much to write home about for me. But I can see that I'm very much in the minority there, because it is a very highly rated movie. It seemed like, not highly, but people seem to love this movie.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I loved it.
Did you?
I thought it was awesome. Yeah. No,
Oh, hell
just yeah, just again like Christopher Walken killing it as a New York fresh out of prison mob boss looking to clean up the streets because
Yeah, he's fucking
the
around.
cops of the government won't do it. He wants to build hospitals. He's doing all this crime stuff for the good of the people.
Robin Hood ass motherfucker.
Yeah. And Lawrence Fishburne, named Larry Fishburne in the credits. Also fantastic. Just this like crazy out of control.
Over the top, yeah.
Over the
loved it.
top. Just excited to be there. Gangster.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the fucking hits in this movie too, they're clapping dudes, they're hitting them, killing, smacking. The shootouts in this movie are also insane. The movie opens up. Frank Castle's like fresh out of prison. Lawrence Fishburne's making like cocaine deals with the Colombians. And again, this is the beginning of the movie, but
Yeah.
hands him a briefcase that's supposed to be full of money, and the Colombians open it up, and it's full of tampons. And my thinking is this is going to be like because you're a pussy. You need these tampons, pussy. You know. But when they beg the question, when they beg the question, what's with the tampons? Lawrence Fishburne just says, "For them bullet holes, puta," and just starts blapping them. Just bang, 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 bang. Room service, motherfucker. Bang, 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 bang. And it was insane. I loved it.
You loved it.
As soon as that happened, I knew what kind of fucking mob movie this was gonna be.
Yeah.
And it delivered. No, like Christopher Walken's meeting up with Lawrence Fisher. They're doing a little dance, you know, like ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
They're having a great time.
The king's back.
Yeah, no, the king. He's the king of New York, and I fucking believe it. Like Frank White was like I thought just to be like such an interesting character, because yeah, he's going around killing all these other people, you know, for control of the crime, and the drugs of the city.
Yeah.
But he just wants to build hospitals. He just wants to. He's like giving back to the people.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy, but you know, he does murder a lot of people, but he's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that if you really look at it.
Yeah. He's only killing people who are in it for the money themselves. They don't care about the people. You know,
bury him with it.
Yeah, he's talking to like some of the other like mob bosses around town, and he's like, "Well, you were getting fat, the people were starving," and you know, like Christopher Walken ass way, and he fucking caps the dude right there in his seat. All the other mob bosses around him don't know what to do. They just keep shooting him.
The most Christopher Walken ass sounding Christopher Walken movie. You know what I mean? Like he sounds like the Christopher Walken that we're all. Yeah, he really turns it on for this one.
I'm doing this for the people.
What are you talking about?
I'm the king of New York. While you were getting fat, the people are starving. They're starving.
Sound very Jewish.
I'm just bad at doing Christopher Walken, I think.
Yeah, I'm bad at all accents.
More cowbell.
Yeah. Sounds just like him. Just sounds just like him. It's like the king's here. It's right here.
The king of New York.
Oh my god, I'm about to get
Go ahead.
Yeah, so what else happened in this freaking movie? What besides shootouts, which I obviously remember shootouts, what was the real main thing that happened towards what was the big climax of this movie? Because I'm brain fogged entirely.
So I know the movie's hinging around Frank White rising up to power, and the cops of New York trying to stop him because again at the end of the day he is still a criminal. He's distributing drugs. He's killing dudes, you know, illegal stuff, whether it's for the good of the people or not. So you got cops trying to stop him, but you know the thing about the legal system, you have to be careful, especially around mob bosses because they know how to get away with stuff. You can't just go vigilante style, just take them out because you know they're doing bad stuff. You gotta actually catch them with their fingers.
You gotta do it by the books.
By the books. You can't just you gotta catch them with the fingers in the pie. You can't just go arrest them just because you know they're doing bad shit. Which again, that's the system. So Wesley Snipes and this ginger cop, I don't know who he's played by. Yeah, they decide to go take things into their own hands and just stage a hit themselves. You know, pretend it's a rival gang doing it when really it's just the cops doing it.
Naughty.
Yeah, naughty stuff. Which begs the question: Are they even the good guys anymore, or are they just like Frank White doing the hits? Whoa. For the good of the people, they say too. Whoa. But
I don't know who to root for, but I think it's not the cops.
No, the cops kind of they fudge the business a bit. But they try to stage a hit on Frank White and his old crew. And in doing so, like, Wesley Snipes' character, he's one of the cops. He gets shot and killed by Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne's just having the time of his life doing it too. This guy's a psychopath.
Yeah.
You know, and in that shootout too, Lawrence Fishburne's character dies too. And they have a whole cop funeral the next day. Ginger Cop makes it out. Whole cop funeral. He's pissed because it was his idea to do the hit, the mob hit, and because of that, his best friend is dead. His cop friend is dead. And, you know, frustrated, he leaves to go to his car, and who pulls up next to him? It's Frank White, and he's like, "Hey, you." And, like, cop looks over, Frank White's just got a big shotgun, a big boomstick pointing out the window, and he just blaps him right there at the funeral. Insane. Like, this movie doesn't hold back on who's, like, living and dying.
Cop killer.
Yeah. And now you're left like, well, what conflict is there left now aside from, you know, the chief of police who is like sitting on his ass waiting for this to be done legally, and Frank White who's just got like total control at this point. You know, he's clearly established himself as someone to not fuck with. And someone who is just absolutely ready to just, yeah, like plap a motherfucker who does him dirty.
That's right. You gotta show him. You gotta show him.
And earlier in the movie too, like he's getting mugged in the subway. What does he do? He doesn't do anything. You know, like these three kids like run up on him to like, you know, like give me your wallet, and Christopher Walken's like, whoa, hold up, and he like adjusts his jacket, like adjusts the piece he's got in his pants, like flashes his pistol, and he's like, gives him a wad of cash, like, I got work for you at the Plaza Hotel. Swing by, ask for Frank White. Just really showing, like, just freaking the fuck out of these kids because they just, like, take the money and run. Just tail between their legs. Just, like, we didn't know this guy was just so fucking just intense.
I didn't know this guy was the king of New York.
He's the king of New York, this guy. Yeah. And you know, like, as much as he is just, like, yeah, like, not worried about getting mugged by you know, like, just these random kids who just are, yeah, like, looking for a score, looking for a quick wad of cash.
Yeah.
Or later on in the movie, like, he like, finds himself in the police chief's apartment, just ready to just lay down the rules, like, I'm doing this shit. I'm running New York. The drug business is worth billions of dollars, but the government won't seize that opportunity. I'm here to seize that opportunity. He's a businessman.
Businessman.
So he's like, yeah, just showing the chief of police what's what. Handcuffs the chief to his own furniture, and just like walks out the door, turns around, like points the pistol, and just says, he says, "Bang bang," which I thought was insane because that's like I could kill you if I want to right fucking now. I'm not going to. So he just like runs off into the night, and then chief of police like undoes his handcuffs. It's like, I gotta fucking take care of this. Chases him down the subway, and Frank White just kind of shows like, I'm still the fucking ruthless guy you think I am. Takes a hostage, like, I don't want to have to do this to this woman here. You listening, woman? I don't want to have to do this, but I'm going to if this guy makes me. Like, shootout in the subway ensues, the police chief dies, and the movie ends with Christopher Walken hiding out in a cab, police, like, swarming him, and Frank White also got shot, dies right there too. And that's, you know, King of New York.
The life and death.
But I thought, yeah, just like a real good, like, yeah, character study, because it gives you like a reason to like care about this guy, because like, yeah, with Scarface, Tony Montana, he's just in it for the money and the power, you know, like he just wants all the power. And what is it, Miami?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
But like Frank White,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm building hospitals.
Nerd. Okay. Just kidding. Sorry.
He's coming after you now. You're gonna get clapped.
True. Christopher Walken's gonna show up.
Hey you making fun of me. Doing a terrible Christopher Walken accent.
How could you? Bang bang.
Bang bang. But yeah, no, the movie like it gives you like reason to like like actually want to root for like this gangster, this drug
Yeah.
lord. It is kind of like comical as it is just like listening to him like, we're gonna put a hospital here, and he keeps talking about wanting a hospital.
Well, he needed one at the end.
He needed one. He didn't get one.
He did not get one. He did
No.
not get his hospital. Some king of New York you are. Sorry, that was rude.
You're not doing yourself any favors. He really will show up.
Like
He's gonna find out.
Santa Claus.
But no, Christopher Walken. I think again like genuinely fantastic stuff coming out of him. Like I just like watching him just like present himself as like Frank White. I was like, this guy's the real deal. I'm not fucking with this guy. No way. Like if I'm the chief of police, I'm shitting my pants right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't. What was weird about it?
I don't know.
That I do not know.
The Robin Hood spin maybe, but again that's stretching
That's
it.
yeah. Yeah, so that
means
weird.
that means we can call the Lion King weird for being a Hamlet spin. Spin on Hamlet. But like there's nothing sensationally weird
Right.
about King of New York other than like maybe it's weird that you get to root for the guy, a lot more easily than being able to root for like Tony Montana or Tony Soprano,
Yeah. Yeah. Does it belong on the list?
No.
Eh,
I don't
nope.
think so. It's just from my standpoint, it's just a gangster movie. It's just a mob movie. It's got all the hits. Dudes getting shot and glacked. A lot of squibs going off. Blood splatters, shootouts, car chases, but nothing. Nothing weird.
Nothing weird. Exactly what you'd expect from this movie when you're going in. A little bit.
Yeah.
It delivers. It delivers, kid.
It delivers.
Hell yeah. So what are we gonna rate this?
I'm giving this a cool 8 out of 10. I'd
Cool
love
8
to
out of
watch
10.
it again at some point. Maybe it'll go up because it's one of like the favorite things I've watched recently this month.
Yeah, nice. Not for me. It was more of a 4 out of 10 for me. It just did
Ooh.
not. Yeah, it just didn't sink its teeth into me at all.
Scathing.
Yeah, I just was just never really got into it. Maybe it just didn't catch me on the right day. You know what I mean? But that happens. That happens. You're Christopher Walken. I didn't feel like I didn't waste my time. So that's good. That's good.
And Christopher Walken's great. Lawrence Fishburne's like, he's great too.
Yeah,
a lot of
fun.
other like heavy hitting actors that just early stage of their career too. Like Giancarlo Esposito's in there for a little bit. Wesley Snipes before Blade or anything else he's been in. Steve Buscemi's in the beginning. I do want to like bring up too. I just thought it was like insanely funny, Like usually like in like a lot of like mob flicks, maybe you'll get like a token black character for diversity.
Yeah.
That was Steve Buscemi's character in the lineup with Lawrence Fishburne and his crew.
Yeah.
Like you get like Lawrence Fishburne and his group of gangsters. Right, they're all going up to meet up with Frank White for the first time at the beginning of the movie, and they're all walking into the hotel room talking about wanting root beer, talking about like what's good, and Steve Buscemi's just standing in the back there, just the only white guy in that group, standing, like with these other gang members and going up to meet Christopher Walken. I just thought it was like
He's
a
the
funny.
diversity hire.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi is the diversity hire, and I thought that was just like a real funny spin on that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi. I forgot that he was in it for a second.
He only really shows up at the beginning, he's like the nerd. He's like testing the cocaine for its purity when
Yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne knows, like, let me just snort it and I'll tell you if it's good or not.
yeah. I liked Lawrence Fishburne in this movie a lot, and he brought a
Yeah.
lot to it.
Those Colombians got a one-way ticket
Fun to
to
watch.
hell, if you know what I mean. Where's my root beer? I likes root beer.
I like root beer too. That sounds fire. I'm gonna go for a nice root beer float right now. Oof,
Hell yeah, dude.
oof.
Oof.
It's almost bedtime for me.
Shall we spin the wheel on the episode a little early?
I think we should. I should make it happen.
All right. This will
I
be a
need
shorter
another movie to watch.
Shorter episode, but I mean, we gotta watch more new movies. Ramble about those. All right. Let me get the wheel set up. All right, and spinning the wheel. We've got Slacker, which I believe is Richard Linklater's first movie, I think.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Let me just
Cool.
run through the fucking watch list. Pull that up. I think it was 866. The wheel told me.
You said it was called Slacker?
Yeah, from I think 97? 90, just flat 90. Okay.
Oh, okay, well.
Now, I've been meaning to watch this one for a while. It's on the Criterion channel right now. And on
Cool.
HBO Max, it looks like, too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let me just double check if that is. Okay, it's on Amazon Prime with HBO Max. So I don't know if that means if it's on HBO Max or not. What does that mean?
Whatever.
Oh no, it's on here. You can just watch it on HBO Max.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. I think I've got it on Criterion also. I'd have to look on my shelf.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. I think I've had it for a while. I've been meaning to get to this one for a minute.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. But
Perfect.
it's starring Richard Linklater.
Really?
Yeah, stars Richard Linklater and nobody else I've heard of.
Cool.
Yeah, 1990 Slacker, directed by Richard Linklater, hour and 37 minutes.
Easy.
Easy
Nice.
peasy. Yeah, so we'll watch that for the next episode, and
Love it.
hopefully I'll have seen Madam Web so I can talk about that, or
Or any movie.
any movie that comes out between now and then. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I'm excited for, to be honest with you.
I don't
It's
know
just been
either.
I've been out of the theater, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming out this weekend either. Oh shit, I think it's Drive Away Dolls actually. I'm pumped to see that one.
That'll be a good one. That'll be a
Yeah,
good one.
no, I'm definitely gonna try to see that. I don't care what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'll see that for
Hell
next.
with
I'll see that for the next episode. If I
Sweet.
don't, you can skin me alive.
I will, and I will
Or send Frank
clip
White
this
after me.
and yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, Mikey, audience, it's been really wonderful.
It has been wonderful. It's been a short episode, but hey, that's whatever.
Hell yeah, it's late for me even.
Oh yeah, we
What time is
10:45. We started a little late.
10:45. What am I, some kind of young 20-something-year-old? I'm not. I'm 32.
Yeah,
Thank
you're 32. That's right. Happy birthday, by the way. Shut
you.
up.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. She was just saying happy birthday. Yeah, 32 now, so I'm old and I gotta go to
you're
bed.
Almost 40, man. You gotta get to bed.
You're right. You're right. I am almost 40. God damn it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, audience.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, whenever we get to record next. All right. Bye.
Bye.